Santham Academy. Welcome to Digital Kaksha. To get updates on new videos, click the subscribe button and the bell icon.
Good morning everyone. So here we are again today to start with continue topic that was last we have studied about introductions of acids and bases. Now today we are going to understand indicators. What are indicators? The substances which are going to indicate that the substance is acidic or a substance is basic. Before starting with that, I am going to start with the introduction of acid and base again. See, acids and bases are not just limited with the chemistry lab or with the textbook. Acids and bases are there in our livelihood, in our home also, in our daily life. We used to come in contact with so many acids and so many bases. You would have heard about the flower that is hydrangea. Okay, there is a flower named hydrangea. So this flower, if you would have seen, then this flower has 2-3 colors. Okay, some are red in color, some are violet in color, some are blue in color. Why this color difference is there? Because that depends upon the soil. Okay, if the soil is basic, then the color of the flower is violet. If the soil is acidic, then the flower color is red. So that depends upon soil. So we can say that acid and basic nature is changing the characteristic of soil also, and due to that the flower color is also changing. Similarly, acids and bases we cannot taste. Like if suppose I am putting a substance in front of you and I will say that just tell me what is it, acidic or basic, then you will not be able to specify just by seeing. One physical tasting difference we have understood before, that is acids are sour in taste and bases are bitter in taste. But can we taste anything? Like if suppose someone has placed sulfuric acid in front of you and he or she is saying that tell me, is it acid or a base? Then you won't be able to find out by seeing that yes, it is acidic, yes, it is basic. You know the difference that acid is sour and bases are bitter, but you cannot taste it because you know that it is corrosive and we don't know which acid, so it must be corrosive. So there are some indicators, there are some substances by which you are going to indicate, you are going to find out that the given substance is acid or a base. So that indicators, that substances we are going to discuss today. So let's start with indicators are the substances which indicate nature. Okay, it is going to indicate the nature of the substance. Okay, now these indicators are of 3 types. What are they? First type is natural indicators. Okay, first indicator is natural indicator. Then second indicator is synthetic indicator, and third type of indicators are olfactory indicators. So we are going to discuss today 3 types of indicators. First one is natural indicator, second one is synthetic indicator, and third one is olfactory indicator. Okay. So to begin with natural indicator, will you please tell me, natural means, everyone knows that natural means which are derived from nature. Okay. So here also natural indicators are those which are derived from nature, like litmus. Litmus is a indicator which is derived from a plant named lichen. Okay, it is derived from a plant named lichen. Okay, that belongs to a division of Thallophyta. You would have heard this word in 9th class biology. So this litmus is a indicator which is derived, this is an indicator which is derived from a plant lichen. Okay, in natural it is purple in color. Okay, it's a purple color dye. They used to take the powdered form of this lichen plant, leaves of that, and then the liquid juice is being taken and that is being manufactured and we get the litmus papers, and we are using that litmus indicators to identify acid or base. Here I am going to show you litmus. So these two papers, can you see? This is red litmus and this is blue litmus. Okay, so these two are litmus papers. We get litmus papers also in market and we get litmus solutions also. Anyone you can take to identify the substance as or a base. So litmus is first indicator. Okay, now we are going to discuss about it. So litmus is the indicator, natural indicator, which we are getting from a plant named lichen. Okay, now how to check that the substance is acid or a base? For that, just take one acid. Okay, so here this is test tube. In that I am taking an acid, HCl I am taking. Okay, now we are going to put what? We are going to put this litmus paper in this acid. So let us see what the change will come. So when I dipped litmus paper in acidic solution, I think there is no color change, that is red only. Okay, now do one thing, we'll take one more. We'll take one more litmus, red litmus, and then this I am taking base NaOH. Okay, now let us dip this NaOH in this litmus paper. Oh, it's a miracle over here. We are getting a blue color. So there is a color change. Here I am showing you both of these strips. Okay, so first we did what? We did acid with litmus, red litmus, so no color change was there. Then we have taken base with red litmus, so red converts to blue. Okay, so we came to know that if litmus paper is red and we are adding acid, then it remains as it is. Okay, and if the litmus paper is red in color litmus we are taking and we are adding base to it. Okay, red litmus I have taken and base I have added, so we are getting blue color. So that means bases turns red litmus to blue. If you want to learn this, remember this, B for base, B for blue. So if there will be a base, it will convert the litmus paper into blue, BB. Remember, base, blue. Okay. Now similar type of thing we are going to do with the another litmus. I have told you two type of litmus papers are there. First is red, another one is blue. So now we are going to add again acid as well as base in the blue litmus. Okay, here I have taken blue color strips. Okay, so now blue color strip, blue litmus paper I have taken. Now first I will add this in a acid. Okay, this blue strip I am going to add in acid. This blue strip in acid. Let's see the reaction. Okay, I hope you can see the color change over here. So I have taken acid and a blue strip. So we have seen that the blue strip, when comes in contact with acid, it converts to red. Can you see the change over here? Red. So acids convert the strips to red. Now it is clear. Here also we have taken acid, so red was red as it is, and if we have taken blue strip, then it is converted to red. So we can say that acids used to convert litmus papers to red. How can you remember this? By, you know that acids are dangerous, and wherever danger signals are there, they are in red color. So remember, acids on litmus paper will always give a dangerous signal, that is red. So here red acid we have taken, it converts to, means it's red only. Here again blue litmus although we have taken, but since acid dangerous, so we are getting red. Now we are going to do the another one, that is we are going to take the same blue strip again and we are going to add base to it. So here I am with the blue strip, okay, blue litmus paper, and here I am with the base. Let's see the change. So when I have added this blue strip and with that I have added base, so we are getting which color? Blue only. So BB, that means base will remain in blue form and acids will convert the litmus papers to red. So here I am clear with this, I think. Now let's go on to the another one, another natural indicator, that is first is litmus and the second is turmeric. Okay, now turmeric you have seen at your home also, it's available. Okay, now just remember an incident, it has happened in everyone's life. So just I am going to remind you that only. When we go for some parties or somewhere, or at home also when we used to take our meal, sometimes it happens that the food used to get oily food, like vegetable is there, cooked vegetable, or some oily vegetable is there that contain turmeric. If that type of food falls on our cloth, then what happens? That particular part becomes oily as well as it is yellowish in color. Why? Because of the presence of turmeric in the meal. Okay, now do one thing. Have you seen that while washing that cloth, that particular part of the cloth, when we apply the soap on it, what happens? That particular part converts to red color. Okay, so that particular part converts to red color means there is some change. There is some change over here. What is the change? So let me tell you what. Base, actually the soap is basic in nature. Okay, and the content of that particular part, food particle, what is it? Turmeric. So turmeric when comes in contact with soap, that is basic, what happens? It converts to red color. Okay, so here is the indicator over here, turmeric. So if the turmeric comes in contact with base, turmeric comes in contact with base like soap, it converts to red. Okay, but if that turmeric comes in contact with acid, it remains as it is, that means its natural color only yellow. Okay, so I think these two indicators are clear. Now let's move forward to the second type of indicator. Second is synthetic indicator. Synthetic means which are synthesized by ourselves, means by men. We used to synthesize that in lab. Okay, these we are getting in nature. Okay, this also we are getting from plant extract, this also we are getting from plant extract, but these type of indicators we used to synthesize in our lab. So first indicator is phenolphthalein. First indicator is phenolphthalein. It's a colorless indicator. Let me show you how does it look like. It's phenolphthalein. Okay, you can see the color, it's colorless. So the indicator is phenolphthalein. Okay, now let me tell you the color change. What will be the color change? But before telling, let us keep this thing quite surprising and I'll show you the reaction, how does it happens. So first let us take acid and we are going to add few drops of acid I have taken, few drops of phenolphthalein we are going to add. Let's see the color change. I think it's clear, visible, so there is no color change, it's transparent only, colorless only. So we can say that while adding acid to phenolphthalein, there is no change. There is no change in color. It's a base, okay, NaOH, sodium hydroxide, and we are going to add phenolphthalein in it. Oh, so which color we are getting? It's pink color, okay. So with base, phenolphthalein is going to give pink color. Now after phenolphthalein, the second type of indicator is Synthetic indicators we are going to discuss means phenolphthalein already we have discussed. Now one more synthetic indicator we are going to discuss. So first is phenolphthalein, the second one is methyl orange. Okay, second one is methyl orange. For remembering the tasting of it, again we are going to do the reaction, but before that I will tell you one line which you are going to remember. An apple is red. We know this thing very well, that apple is always red in color and banana is always yellow in color. So what does it tells us? That A stands for apple, but here in acid base A stands for acid. Okay, so A here R, red. Okay, then B, banana B will represent base and Y will represent yellow. So that means this methyl orange indicator, when comes in contact with acid, then it will show red color. And when this methyl orange comes in contact with base, okay, it shows yellow color. So here we have taken acid. Now let us add few drops of methyl orange. This is orange in color. Can you see the color change? It's red. So here I am with the base. Now base with methyl orange, what does it show? It's yellow or orange form only. Okay, so now we are going to discuss the third type of indicator, olfactory indicators. Olfactory, the word itself says that it is related to the odor, smell of the substance. Okay, so olfactory indicators are those indicators which are going to change the smell in acid or in base. Okay, these indicators are, first is vanilla extract. This also most of the people have at their home. Vanilla extract, vanilla essence, which we used to add in cakes or pastries and all. And second is onion oil or juice. Okay, onion juice you can take. So they are olfactory indicators. See what the difference is. These indicators are changing the color when being added with acid or base. But olfactory indicators are those which will change their smell when they will be added with acid or base. Okay, so here vanilla extract is that substance which is quite good in this smell. So it is going to change its odor in acidic medium as well as in basic medium. The changes are not there, but here I am giving you one work. Do this activity at home. Vanilla extract, if you are not having, then onion juice you must be having. Onion means you are going to have the paste of onion in the mixer grinder and then have by the strainer just take the juice out and you can add the acid and base to it. Now the question is, from where you will get the acid and base? See, if you have tomato, that has acid. If you have vinegar, that contains acid. If you have lemon, that is containing citric acid. Orange, that contains citric acid. So a tomato, that is containing oxalic acid. So at home, if you are having such things, you add such things to onion juice. Okay. Another thing, if you don't know what is base, then you can take soda. Soda is available at everyone's place. That you take, or either you can take Digene tablets or the Digene that liquid content, that is also a base. So do this activity, and just next class we are going to discuss that what is the order change in this. But I think before that you will be ready with your answers. Okay, now that's all for this class. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like, share and subscribe for more.